Okay then, this video comprises my friction drive collection. Now these are sometimes tin plate, sometimes plastic, and sometimes pressed steel, which somewhat resembles tin plate, other than the fact that it's slightly more durable. The first car is one of a set of 5, made in Japan, based on a Porsche. First one is obviously the taxi. Second car is the police car. I don't know, it looks a bit like a Porsche 911, but it's an old one, 1960s. And the next car is the fire chief car, fire department. It says fire department, fire chief. That one has the best running motor. I'll give you a demonstration shortly. Then we have, well, there's some kind of racing car. It's but there's a saloon. Some kind of I don't know, racing car, I suppose. It's the only way I can put it. This is the sound of the motor. See, they're not all as good as that. But that's the sort of how they look underneath. Fairly standard. And then the last one is the rescue, but it's obviously an ambulance type of thing. Now, the next car, in this small scale, because I do have larger things, and to avoid zooming in and out too much with the camera, I will show you this one. This Jeep, it's got a sparking gun in it, which doesn't work too good because the flint's knackered. There you go. Made in Japan again, with space sort of planets and things all over it. It's a bit fun, isn't it? It does well now. You probably just heard me doing it. You just probably heard me. Look. Front wheel drive. But as you can see, the gun isn't sparking too well. bounces up and down a lot, but it needs a new flint. I have had it working, but it needs to be really dark to see it. Right, now the next one is this. Not that one, this one. One of these. Ooh. It's got wheels, yeah. This Wells Brim toy truck. It's supposed to have a tailgate on it, but it's missing. As I said in a previous video, this company brought out these trucks in friction drive clockwork, which I've never had, and push along types. This is the friction drive one, and it has a really interesting motor. It has, like, the engine is in the cab, and it drives through this to this cog on the back wheel, which I think is really quite clever. See? There you go. That's how it looks. And the flywheel is in the cab. See? Really quite interesting, that is. There's a whole range of different ones in that series. The next one is this also Japanese lorry, tin and plastic. There's a set of 12 of these. I have tried to get more than one. One I did order didn't arrive in the post, and I have seen a whole set of 12 in the box, but they were way too expensive. But this one has a really good motor in it. Well, it has now. It didn't have when I got it, but it has now, because I attended to it. It would be nice if there were doors on the back, but they're not. So, yeah. This is the front wheel drive. Runs really well, isn't it? Plastic wheels. What can you hope for? The next one will be... I'll just go out now. This. I have to zoom out now, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. Here we go. Made in Hong Kong, 57 Chevy Belle. I've never seen another one, but it would be nice to have the box, obviously. I think it runs pretty good as well. I think it does. I think so. As I recall, it does anyway. Pretty good. Could be better, obviously. Right. The next car is going to be this. Now this one has problems. The Marks hot rod, made in the US of A. Supposing it fits on there, which it does. Yeah, I just like the style of this, it's so good. It has a sparking engine, but I've been unable to get a flint to fit in there. The engine cover comes off, and you can gain access to the flint, but I've been able to get a flint that will fit in it. Besides which, it should have a driver figure in there, which is, I've seen it, it's yellow. It has a steering wheel, which is the start. Steering wheel appears to have glitter in it, which is weird. And the friction motor doesn't actually work too clever. I mean, it almost works. But this is a really hard one to get apart because it's plastic sort of welded onto this metal underneath. I suppose I could get it off, but you know, it's something I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about that one. So the next car is, I have two racing cars here. This is the one in worst condition, but the one with the best running motor, which makes no sense at all. Made in Japan, Ford racing car, complete with its driver's head. The driver's head is plastic and so often goes missing. Yes, they brought this car out in a variety of liveries. There's a Porsche one, and there's other colours you can get. I just like all the advertising things on it. I think they're nice. And it does run really well. Mysterious, isn't it, for that to sort of ruin the car. It was in someone's attic for God knows how long. And so that's the way it's like that. Water damage and so forth. But yes, it runs really well. You put it on a slope, it will just run right to the end. And then we have this one, which is, took me a while to work this one out actually, until I discovered it said made in Great Britain in tiny letters on the back. This one is missing its driver's head. This is one you see come up quite a lot. The driver's head is missing. I discovered he also has shoulders. A bit like, not like the last one we saw. But this one's got one of those trick motors in it that sounds like when you put play cards in the spokes of a bicycle. I took it to bits, this is how I know. It was full of dust and cobwebs and bits of sticks and dead leaves. It was terrible. It wouldn't move at all. But I've cleaned it up the best I can. It would be nice to get the driver's head, I just haven't been able to. But yeah, it does make this interesting noise. See? It sounds a bit more like a car than some things I can imagine. Yeah, there's a lump of something fell off there. Plastic wheels. Yep, there we go. That's how it is. Plastic wheels. That one. And then we have these two, which you may have seen before. This unbranded Buick has a really good motor in it. I just love the colour. Once upon a time there were a lot of these about in different colours. Now I have not seen another one. It's heavy. You can probably see why the turntable is having trouble turning. I did test the turntable on this car because I knew it was heavy. I wanted to see if it would rotate. It does, you know, but I wouldn't want to put anything too heavy on there. But it has a really good motor. This does. Front wheel drive. It runs a long time. I did see one of these in a box, and it said realistic engine noises. Whether you think that's realistic, I don't know. I've never heard a Buick sound like that. Have you? But I do love it so. So there's no markings on it. No, nothing to tell you anything about it really. The other car, in a similar scale, is this one. This car is a lot lighter and a lot less well made. This is called the Minster sedan. It's based on a Pontiac Silver Streak, made in India. This also is supposed to have realistic sound effects, but I've never been able to find where they are. The interior is just bent pieces of metal, which sort of approximates the shape of seats. There's a lot of these about at the minute, some in the original boxes, but it's the only one I've ever seen in metallic blue. So, it's not the best thing in the world, but it goes well with the Buick, I think, as a backdrop to future videos. The engine is pretty terrible. See? Pretty awful. Anyway, I think that's it for those. Oh no, there's one other thing. One other thing to show you. There's a few of these about, but this is the only one I found in this particular box. The San Francisco bell ringing cable car. It's rather nice. The artwork on the back of the box I have to show you because it's just so good. This is the artwork in the back of the box. See? And this is the cable car. I think it's made in China. Looks like it. Made in China. Everything's made in China, isn't it? I think so. Well, China is good at making things. It used to be that Hong Kong was bad, but no, I don't know. But this does have the effect of doing something. There's a few of these about on internet sites, but all with different boxes, and none of them the same colour, which I can't work out. But I do like this, and it was cheap. So yeah, so terrible squeaking noise, eh? But it has these plastic people on it. What a terrible noise. I didn't know. There you go. So that's the friction drive cars that I currently have. Hope you enjoyed that. I thought it would be harder than it was. Thank you for watching. Bye.